The Young and the Restless spoilers. Diane kidnapped again? Genoa City faces a new nightmare. The Young and the Restless YNR spoilers tease that Diane Jenkins, Susan Walters, was victimized by Patty Williams, Stacey Hayduke, and Dr. Lawrence Markham, Jerry Burns, in a plot to get her away from Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman. The plucky heroine is free now, but for how long? Keep reading to find out what could become Diane's worst nightmare. Diane is free for now. For some reason, YNR is obsessed with kidnappings, and we have reason to believe that Diane is still in danger from the crazed criminals. Thanks to her son Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, Diane is back home where she belongs, and she and Jack are reconciled. For now. But we don't put it past the writers to redo Diane's kidnapping, seeing as how Markham started to fall for Diane while she was in captivity. It sounds strange, but Markham is one strange man. And then there are the numerous kidnappings that have taken place in GC. Patty kidnapped Jack, Mariah Copeland took Dominic, Philip Abbott Newman Winters Chancellor, Ethan Ray Clark, Victor Newman, Eric Braden. Fake kidnapped Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, and Matt Clark, Roger Howarth, held several peeps hostage in Las Vegas. Diane escaped Markham. At this point the man is on the run and possibly nursing dreams of reuniting with Diane, who had drugged him before her escape. Dr. Markham is a psychologist, but that doesn't mean that he isn't insane. In fact, plenty of fans suspect that he is really Martin Laurent in disguise. Can Diane and Jack relax? Whoever the bad doc really is, we know that he is nasty and cunning, which means that until he's caught, Diane isn't safe. Jack isn't capable of defending her, but Kyle, Tracy Abbott, Beth Maitland, and Ashley Abbott, Eileen Davidson, are at the mansion with Diane. However, someone with Markham's evil mind is capable of anything. If he took Diane once, he can take her again. What happens next in GC? Red-hot YNR spoilers tease that Jack and Diane's torment isn't necessarily over. They are vulnerable right now, and if they let their guard down, it will be easy for Markham to swoop in on his prey. Genoa City has never been a place where peace lasts for long. Just when families begin to rebuild fractured relationships and old enemies appear ready to move on, a shocking new mystery threatens to pull everyone back into chaos. Rumors spread across town after Diane Jenkins suddenly vanishes without a trace, leaving behind unanswered questions, frightened loved ones, and a growing sense that history may be repeating itself. Could Diane have been kidnapped once again? Or is there a deeper, more complicated story unfolding behind the scenes? The nightmare begins on what appears to be an ordinary morning. Diane leaves the Abbott mansion after receiving an unexpected phone call. Witnesses later recall seeing her looking unusually concerned, but no one thinks much of it at the time. Hours pass, and Diane never arrives at her destination. Her phone goes straight to voicemail. Her car is discovered abandoned on a quiet road outside town, and there is no sign of a struggle, only an unsettling silence. When Kyle Abbott realizes his mother has disappeared, panic quickly replaces confusion. Having fought so hard to rebuild their relationship over the years, Kyle refuses to believe Diane would simply leave without telling anyone. He immediately contacts Jack Abbott, who wastes no time gathering family members to search for answers. Jack's instincts tell him something is terribly wrong. As the Abbott family comes together, old fears begin resurfacing. Diane's complicated past has earned her both loyal allies and dangerous enemies. Every difficult chapter of her life suddenly becomes relevant once again. The police begin interviewing everyone who had recent contact with her, while whispers spread throughout Genoa City that someone has finally decided to settle an old score. Detective investigations reveal that Diane's last known phone call came from an untraceable number. Security cameras capture only a shadowy figure following her shortly before she vanished. The evidence raises more questions than answers. Meanwhile, Ashley Abbott cannot ignore the possibility that Diane's disappearance may be connected to long-standing family tensions. Although their relationship has improved over time, trust has never been easy between them. Ashley wonders whether someone is deliberately targeting the Abbott family by using Diane as the centerpiece of a cruel plan. Victor Newman watches the situation carefully from a distance. Few crises unfold in Genoa City without eventually catching Victor's attention. His extensive network of contacts begins gathering information, often discovering details long before official investigators do. While Victor insists he has no personal involvement, he quietly warns Jack that the family should prepare for unexpected revelations. Victor's warning only increases everyone's anxiety. Nikki Newman worries that Diane's disappearance could trigger another emotional spiral for those closest to her. Years of rivalries have taught Nikki that appearances can be deceiving. She suspects the kidnapping, if it truly is one, may not be motivated by revenge alone. Money, secrets, corporate power, and family loyalty all become possible motives as speculation grows. Kyle refuses to sit back while others investigate. Ignoring repeated warnings from Jack, he begins conducting his own search throughout Genoa City. Every clue becomes important. Every anonymous message is examined. Every rumor is followed. His determination reflects not only his love for his mother, but also his fear of losing her after everything they have endured together. Summer grows increasingly concerned about Kyle's obsession. She knows grief and desperation can cloud judgment, making even intelligent people vulnerable to manipulation. She urges him to trust the authorities, but Kyle believes time is running out. Then everything changes. An anonymous envelope arrives at the Abbott mansion. Inside is a single photograph of Diane sitting in what appears to be a dimly lit room. She looks frightened, but unharmed. There are no identifying landmarks, no ransom demand, and no explanation. Only one handwritten sentence. You should have left the past buried. The chilling message sends shockwaves through the entire family. Jack immediately contacts law enforcement, while Victor quietly analyzes every detail of the photograph. Even the smallest object in the background becomes a possible clue. Is the location an abandoned warehouse? An old farmhouse? A forgotten estate connected to someone from Diane's past? The possibilities seem endless. As investigators dig deeper, several familiar names emerge during the investigation. Former business rivals, betrayed associates, and individuals carrying decades-old grudges suddenly attract renewed tension. Everyone appears to have a motive, yet none of the evidence points clearly toward a single suspect. This uncertainty creates widespread paranoia throughout Genoa City. Friends begin questioning one another. Families argue over hidden secrets. Business negotiations come to a halt as attention shifts toward the mysterious disappearance. Even those with no direct connection to Diane feel the growing tension spreading across town. Could the kidnapping be part of a larger scheme? Some believe Diane herself uncovered information someone desperately wanted hidden. Others speculate that she was merely the first target in a broader plan aimed at the Abbott family. If that's true, no one connected to them may be safe. Late one evening, another clue surfaces. A maintenance worker discovers Diane's bracelet near an abandoned lakeside cabin outside Genoa City. Police immediately surround the property, preparing for a possible rescue operation. Jack, Kyle, and several family members wait anxiously nearby, hoping the nightmare is finally coming to an end. Officers search every room. The cabin appears recently occupied. Food remains on the table. A chair has been overturned. But Diane is nowhere to be found. Instead, investigators uncover fresh evidence, suggesting she had been moved only hours before their arrival. Whoever orchestrated the disappearance seems to be staying one step ahead of everyone trying to find her. The discovery raises a disturbing possibility. Has the kidnapper been watching the investigation all along? As fear spreads across Genoa City, alliances continue shifting in unexpected directions. Longtime enemies reluctantly cooperate. Former friends become suspicious of one another. Hidden secrets threaten to emerge, changing relationships forever. For Jack Abbott, however, none of the political maneuvering matters. His only priority is bringing Diane home safely. Whether the mysterious disappearance is driven by revenge, deception, or an elaborate conspiracy, one thing becomes clear. Genoa City is once again facing one of its darkest chapters. Every passing hour increases the danger. Every new clue deepens the mystery, and every unexpected twist leaves residents wondering who can truly be trusted. Will Diane be rescued before it's too late? Will the identity of the mastermind shock everyone connected to the Abbott and Newman families? Or will this terrifying mystery uncover secrets capable of changing Genoa City forever? Only time will reveal the truth. But until then, fear hangs over the city like a gathering storm, reminding everyone that in Genoa City, the past never stays buried for long.